Nancy Orr joins us right now for Pets on Sets, and she has Star with her, a 3-year-old, right, Chihuahua?
Right, 3-year-old Chihuahua.
We may have to get a tight shot on her. She's so small.
She's so tiny,
just
yeah.
so you can see her, but she's adorable.
She's about 4.5 pounds. It's a Star. She came into the shelter as a stray, so we don't have a whole lot of history on her.
Do we know about how old she is? I mean, obviously she's
We're guessing her to be about 3.
Okay, so it's fairly young. So.
Yeah. We do have a lot of Chihuahuas at the shelter right now. Boys, girls, big, little. She's really sweet. She's probably good just for about any household. I know you've been talking about children. She'd probably be decent for, well, kids that are pretty careful with her. She is small. A lot of kids end up getting bit by these small dogs because they don't realize how small they are. And sometimes they scare little dogs.
Yeah, and I have a nephew who's played with our small dog, and of course he's not maliciously doing anything, but sometimes they don't realize, they can be fragile. So I mean, in that regard, if someone were to get Star and they have, small kids in their home, since it is Kids Week, what kind of things would you suggest us to make sure that the dog stays safe?
Usually we make sure kids are sitting down, especially young kids sitting down when they're holding the dogs. Some kids would like to pick them up like a stuffed toy and hug them, then they get bit in the face. So we want to make sure they're pretty careful with the dogs, gentle. Make sure they're sitting down when they're holding these little dogs. Some of these Chihuahuas are a little more sturdy than she is. She's pretty petite. She's really well behaved, so she's quiet. She lets most people do just about anything with her. She's a little bit nervous today.
She is quiet. She's precious. Well, when you're talking about dogs, what breed do you usually see do really well with kids?
Mostly the retrievers. Some of the herding breeds, if they're older children, because they're active with the children. But some small breeds, they haven't been around small children. Some of them are great with small children. Smaller breeds, a lot of the Shih Tzus are pretty easygoing, pretty willing to have the kids do just about anything to them, dress them up, brush them. Chihuahuas are a little more picky on who handles them and how they're handled. They're usually one-person dogs. She seems really nice. Older children would probably be best. I wouldn't go with 5-year-olds with a dog this small. And
a lot of people, when they hear Chihuahua, they automatically think of yipping and yapping. Is she much of a yapper?
She's not much of a yapper at all.
Good.
She's pretty quiet, at least in the shelter environment. It's pretty chaotic there.
Yeah.
Sometimes once they get into a household, their personalities are a little more adjusted, and they're a little more comfortable in their environment. She's not very comfortable in the shelter environment.
Or here, she looks a little bit nervous.
Yeah, she is a little bit nervous.
But adorable little girl.
Are we still doing the ice cream week?
We are doing ice cream week this Friday and Saturday. All of our adoptions, dogs and cats that are 6 months and older, are half price.
Oh, good.
She's a $75 dog now, so she'll be half price.
Awesome.
We do have a lot of small breeds that are going to be half price, and of course many, many large breed dogs.
And of course, to tie it in, you get free certificates, I understand.
You get for every adoption, you get a certificate for a free ice cream at Dairy Queen.
And Dairy Queen has some amazing ice cream.
I love their Blizzard.
As if Star here weren't enough to get you, motivated to get over to the Canyon County Animal Shelter. How about free ice cream? Friday and Saturday, correct?
Yep, Friday and Saturday.
Going on
10
there.
to 6.
So stop by the Canyon County Animal Shelter on those days for the certificates, or any day, because you're open 7 days a week.
We are.
And we have that phone number for you on the screen as well that you guys can call up, ask about Star if she's still there.
Let's find her a home for sure.
Definitely,
we'll find her a home.
Thank you.